Shaky scaffolding is distracting. It interrupts your workflow, and it can even be scary. I'm getting all this motion out of it by shaking the lower rungs, but when you have a platform up there and you're standing on it, this movement is amplified. There's a very simple solution for this. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, you just have to reposition it. Watch this. I'm using an outrigger and a scaffold jack. This is the way that they're conventionally used, and they stop the scaffolding from tipping over. I've got it set up here on an uneven surface using them, but my scaffold is perfectly level. And that is step one, level everything out, and then put one of these on this angle. It also works underneath the scaffolding, and you've seen how effective that is. What it does not work on is this. This is where the upper and lower sections connect, and that joint has a little bit of play to it. A simple ratchet strap will lock the two sections together. The nuance to this is don't have too much angle on it. I'm at about a 20-25 degree angle here. If you have more than that, your weight on the upper platform will negate the effect. So how well does all of this work? Right here, I am climbing up on it. I weigh about 185, and you can see how stable the bottom platform is. I'm disassembling the top parts. This is a lot more movement and a lot more shifting of weight than would ordinarily happen if you were painting or repairing siding or gutters or whatever the job is at that time. Look how stable the bottom platform is. Because the strap isn't there, and you can see I need the room to work, so I've taken the strap off. There is some movement to the top, but even with all this shifting, this is just the one stabilizer. You can see it underneath me on the right. And when I climb, there's a slight shift sideways, but it is very, very stable. I'm not even paying attention to the stability of what I'm working on. Watch the top section move, while the bottom section does not.